Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, he gotta
But
hang it up, comb his hair out, cut it off, something. You look bad, lollipop boy.
lollipop, lollipop. But well, yeah, let me.
What's the word? Welcome back to the 73 and 11 breakdown, where we break down everything Knicks and Mavs from a non-biased fan perspective. I'm your host Rob on the Knicks side. Today, virtually, we got Jay Dallas with the Dallas Mavs. What up, Jay?
You're what happening? My fault, y'all. Rob said I can't go over there today.
Yeah, he got kicked out after what they did to us in the summer league. I said, yeah, you ain't coming back. But yeah, man, how
So
was your week, bro?
the week was lit. It went by. Nah, I ain't even gonna say it went by fast. I was Mr. Shorty. Uh, she came
Oh,
back on Friday. Yeah, it was a rough one, but she came back on Friday, gave me a little gift, and it was cool though.
that's fire.
Ain't
That's
nothing much
fire.
really going on. I got to see a couple dubs, so it was good. How was yours?
Yeah, I ain't see no dubs. I see a bunch of belt ass. We just getting whooped on. But like I told you last episode, we won the chip, so I ain't even stressing over summer league. But before we jump into summer league, we got some breaking news. So obviously we're
Yeah.
recording this on Sunday. So just in, Mavs they made a trade. So Jay, you want to kind of introduce it and talk about the trade that you guys just made?
Yes, sir. It's funny because we just talk about hoops every day. And
Facts.
last episode, I'm sorry, but I was talking about how Nemhard just didn't look good to me. And during the week, well, not really during the week, but a couple hours ago, I was just like, yeah, it's looking like we gotta get him off the team. And it just so happens that OKC finessed the league again
As usual.
and sent Lou Dort to Atlanta, and we sent Nemhard to Atlanta, and we got the
The best number
20.
one pick of the 2020s.
We got back-to-back first round picks first picks on our team. So shout out,
Yeah.
shout out to Risacher.
I like
Uh,
it though.
I really do. It's
Yeah.
funny because he was the piece that we were gonna send or gonna get to send AD to Atlanta,
Mm.
and all it took was Ryan Nembhard. So
You can't go wrong with that.
great,
You was
yeah,
trying to get rid of him anyway. He
yeah,
played himself off of the team in summer league. I think he just didn't. He didn't look how you guys wanted him to. Not saying he's a bad
yeah,
player or anything like that, but I think he wasn't really the void that y'all were looking for in a guard spot. So
yeah,
Zaccharie gives y'all more length. He's athletic. He get up and down. Kind of play the pace that Dusty want to play, especially with that team
yeah,
specifically. Uh, I do think, like you said, OKC finessed the league. They got more picks, but they had to get rid of a contract or a player just because they were over the amount of players. So
yeah,
kind of like they've been doing the last couple of years, they went with the younger person that have either the same or a little more upside, contract friendly. Now Atlanta, they came up because they got two players for Zach, and
yeah,
Lou
and
Dort is better than Zach. So
and it's crazy because to be able to bring in, I know we battle with him, and I was telling you, thank God he's out of the West.
mhm.
But to bring in a player like that, and you're only shedding the guy you weren't playing,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a great look for them. And OKC again gets to fight another couple years with their core and have every draft pick in the book. So all
Yeah,
around, I think it was good. I think Risacher getting a second that second win, that second opportunity to show what he can do. And like we were saying, like he's not a bad player. It's just he got a stench on him because he was the number one pick. But
Exactly. And you could tell that they pretty much bet on Case and Wallace. So once they seen what he could do defensively, offensively he could do some things also. There was a all
yeah,
right, this gives us the opportunity to get off Lou Dort. And Atlanta's tough. They're gonna be good in the
yeah,
East. They're definitely gonna
Atlanta's
be
gonna be
good.
nice.
Yeah, they got some defenders. Um, I think the Lou Dort move, obviously this could be just me being biased. I feel like it was a move to try to compete with the Knicks more. Cause you see Jalen Brunson kills all the
Everybody.
defenders. Yeah, all the defenders. Even if it's Dyson, who
Yeah,
is a great defender, but it's just if you could throw multiple bodies at Brunson, you could wear him down. That's kind of the thought process. You see what the Spurs did. They tried to wear him
yeah,
down. I think Atlanta, not the same exact mold, but they're trying to get multiple defenders to throw bodies at
and
the Eastern Conference champs.
it makes him a little more aggressive as a team. You know,
Right.
having
Exactly.
Law and Order, the Great Barrier Thief, and Blue Door is like it's gonna be tough for some teams to have to deal with that for 4 games out the season, and
Right.
especially
Exactly.
in whoever's in their division. But so I like the move. You get the vet CJ over there, which can just really score at will.
Yeah, and to
And
be honest, it puts them in competition with most of the top teams in the East. Because you got Philly, who obviously they revamped their team a little bit. So you got the Tyrese Maxeys, the Jalen Browns, the Edgecombe. Now it gives you more depth on your wing to guard guys like that and put pressure on them. And then
yeah,
Boston, the Paul Georges of the world, Jason Tatum's, Peyton Pritchard. Obviously, they're looking for him to make that Brunson leap. So if he does, you got somebody to throw at him. Um, Miami's that's the wild card because nobody really got a front line to deal with them, but they don't got the guards to deal with anyone
yeah,
else. So it's kind of hard to say what they're going to look like. But Atlanta, they put themselves in a good position to at least be, um, top five, top six in the East again.
yeah. And let me just say, as a Western Conference guy, let's shut this Eastern Conference shit is weak down now. Like it hasn't been weak for a little minute, but now it's ridiculous. I just think the star power is in the West, but no one really realizes how competitive the East has been for the past 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and just I don't know if it was last year or the year before, they had the better records. It was
Yeah.
just OKC was just better than everybody. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we need to stop that. The star power, the big names might not all be in the East, but the teams as constructed are crazy competitive.
Yeah, I think the East, the way that they construct their teams, obviously, all it takes is for one team to get good and then everyone else kind of follows suit. The teams in the East, they're kind of built for a grueling playoff matchup. So you see the teams in the East for whatever reason they always just they compete a little bit better in 7 game series than in the West. Like for instance, this year in the first round, 3 out of the 4 series went 7. Every series that the Knicks didn't play in went 7 in the East this year, which is crazy. And and just thinking of that, that means like just the conference itself is just so competitive. The West, there'll be a lot more top heavy, and it's not the same as like I don't remember what year that was. Remember when all every team that made it in the West won 50 games? You remember
Yeah,
that? Now that's
that
when the
was
West
back
was
in early
yeah,
2000s
yeah, that's when the West
for
was
my
better.
guys. Yeah. And
But
yeah, we just gotta stop that
yeah,
narrative. Like it's stupid.
yeah,
Because
but
how I like my basketball, I like to see different teams go fight for a chip. The past
exactly.
3 years have been a different team to come out the East. And one team, nobody, no shade. Two teams, nobody expected to be in the finals. Really, one team, because no one thought Indiana was gonna get there, and
Nah,
everyone hates on the Knicks.
if you think about it, so obviously Knicks they were favorites, so the people knew that they could get there, but it was that Miami team that made it when they were the 8th seed. They
Yeah,
no one seen them going. Miami.
True.
Obviously Indiana shocked. Boston, they people kind of knew they were Boston and the Knicks. I think people weren't too shocked. The Knicks, it was more the fact that it was the Knicks, but when you really
Yeah.
looked at the roster, people thought they would make it.
Yeah. Just
Um,
day one, I think everyone thought Boston was
yeah,
gonna do it, but Indiana didn't even think that
yeah, no
the
one, yeah,
Pacers were
Indiana
gonna
was
be there.
surprised.
And New York believes, but like outside of New York, no one's like, not a lot of people are like, yeah, the Knicks are going to the chip this year. Only
Yeah, which
elite
is
ball
crazy.
knowers are really looking at the games and how the team is constructed and giving a real opinion on it. But
That's a fact. Yeah, but yeah, so just keeping it with Knicks and Mavs since we talking about them. We actually made an offer to a big man, Moussa. We thought that was gonna be our guy, but Dallas, being the haters that they are, they didn't want us to. They didn't want another JB situation, so they matched the offer. Moussa, he was a restricted free agent. The Knicks offered him a 2 year deal worth 4.7 million. I want to say the first year was guaranteed. Second year wasn't, from what
yeah.
I'm seeing, and that made it easy for Dallas to be like, oh, we're definitely gonna match this.
Yeah. Shout out my brother Davian. He, besides you, he was very high on Moose before it was even really a
Yeah.
opportunity to go get him with that offer. But you know, talent recognizes talent, and I think the big position right now is kind of stagnant. You know, not many people you're gonna put up there with the Jokers and the Giannis's of the world and the
Mm-hmm.
Cats. Can't forget Cat. But when you see a guy who has a motor like Moose and extremely athletic, he makes the winning plays. Who doesn't want that? And
Time out, time out. Speaking of cat, you see he was at Fanatics Fest choke slamming niggas. I
yeah,
said, okay, okay. Yeah, that's what we need. We got Trey
yeah,
Young
shout
ripping
out.
Brunson jerseys. We got
Yo, that was great. Listen, I really know why. I mean, I always knew why. I really know why it's fuck Trey Young because the Knicks live rent free in his head. And shout out Trey Young, but to go
no,
out
no,
there,
we ain't shouting him out.
you the Knicks fan. I was just
I
saying,
ain't shouting him out.
I was just shout him out. I threw the line so I could throw him down, back down. But I don't know if that sounds crazy, but all of that to go on stage and attempt to rip a president because he didn't really rip. That boy was struggling.
Embarrass himself, bro. Like, what are we doing?
But
Like,
like,
tighten up, man.
what's the point of that? At least with Tyrese, it was a thing
Yeah,
during a time of competition. You're not even in Atlanta no more, but you're always gonna get the fuck Trey Young chant.
yeah. But that's the
And
thing with New York fans. Like, and I mean, it's not all real fans, but doing the "fuck Trey Young" chant makes him feel like he still has energy with
yeah,
us. When in reality, it's just something that,
it's just
like, when I be at games and they start doing it, I be annoyed. But also,
yeah,
it's like that's just
fuck
their
him.
way. Yeah, that's just their way of celebrating. Like
Yeah,
they go from that.
it's the
Yeah,
casual disrespect to be like, we ain't forget what you did
yeah,
here,
nigga.
but we're not worried about
Yeah, we don't care about you. We
it.
don't think
Yeah.
that you would ever beat us. Like you got a losing record against the Knicks. Like everyone laughed about the playoff series and the cup game where he rolled the dice, but he is like 7-18 against the Knicks in his career or something like that. Like you got it,
And
bro.
and like it was just horrible times because it's like, bro, they won.
Yeah.
If they
Nah, did you see
didn't
him ride
win,
around watching his highlights in the whip? And then he put it up on Instagram like, "Oh, I'm in New York City watching what I do to them," or something like that. And it was a game where he was cooking us in the playoffs. I'm like, yo, he's so
see,
lame.
but the reason I do want to shout him out is because he plays the villain role perfectly.
He
Like,
plays it better than Tyrese. He wants the villain role,
yeah,
and no one looks at him as a villain. We just be like, all right, man,
yeah,
go
get out
somewhere
of
with
there.
that.
But like, I like how he plays the role where it's like it's competitive and it's in good spirit and good
Yeah,
nature. But this one, you should have just sat it out. Like,
Yeah, the jersey was
just
crazy.
let
You got
it
to
go.
pre-cut it or something. Like you did
Yeah.
bad. Like you could tell he pre-cut it in one spot because he was able to rip it out
Because,
first. But when it
yeah.
got to like the shoulders,
Just,
I'm
nah, I
like,
give up.
yeah, yeah, just go ahead and throw it on the floor, bro, because you look crazy.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, he gotta
But
hang it up, comb his hair out, cut it off, something. You look bad, lollipop boy.
lollipop, lollipop. But well, yeah, let me chill. To get back to Moose, he's a big man that everybody would like. And once I told you I was out, I didn't get to I got the notification while I was out, and I didn't read it completely. All I saw was uh Mav Center Moussa Cisse sign. I was like, let's go. And then I looked again. I said, New York. I said, oh my gosh. I'm like, I can't stand this team. But
Yeah,
then, like, when
we
I
really be
look,
looking at the window that what they doing over there. Okay,
yeah.
yeah, we need that. Run that.
But then I looked at the actual contract, and I was like, okay, y'all made it easy for us to send that offer, to
Yeah,
match the
super
offer.
easy.
And I told you, like, he's been around the team from look, I don't know. He just been around every day, going to the summer league games, and I was like, he's there's something that we don't know, but we
Mm,
can just see that he's not going anywhere. It's just
yeah.
waiting to send somebody out. And Davian's like, yo, just let us. You got these centers. I'm like, nah, we really don't, because we don't know when D Live comes back. Gaff looks healthy. I seen some clips of him playing, some pro runs. He looks really good right now. But even if he's fully healthy, we still need another big in the rotation when he comes
Yeah.
out.
I mean,
And
nah, you being stingy. Cause I'm gonna tell you why you being stingy, bro. Even with hurt people, y'all still got more centers than us. We have two, bro. We literally have two on our roster. Let us get one. Damn. Like, stop being
yeah,
stingy, bro.
you
God
you
damn. You got
you
Gav.
went and got one.
Like, damn, you got Dwight Powell. Like,
No, we don't.
I mean, I can.
You can have Dwight Howard if you want. Nah,
See?
let me not violate. That's the guy. But we needed somebody, especially with that kind of play style.
Right.
If we're gonna be up and down the floor, we need the guy who showed and had the chemistry already. And I think I don't think y'all actually were able to offer him anything but the minimum because,
Yeah.
y'all just won and you're at the cap. But it was just easier because, and I really think it was just because of that second year.
Yeah.
But I do think it was a no trade clause. So shouts to y'all
Mm.
because we can't get rid of him for another year if
Yeah, I think they said now that the
so.
Knicks made that offer, they can't even make a trade for him. But if
Yeah,
y'all were to waive him, we'll be able to sign him off of waivers and stuff like that. So
yeah,
I don't think y'all will waive him. I know y'all gotta free up a roster spot. I don't think he's a player that'll free it up. Now, if he was, that'd be fire. That'd be y'all looking
yeah.
out. But I know that's not the case because y'all really don't jackass the y'all like our distant cousin that we really fuck with you when we see you, but like other than
We
that,
the
it's fuck you because you
yeah, we
always taking
the
our shit.
you know why? It didn't all start with him, but Keith Van Horn. Keith Van
Now
Horn
we
was
did we get him from y'all or was that Jersey when we traded Spreewell?
no, I think we got him from y'all. But either way, it all went downhill after Keith Van Horn. We just
Man,
transaction after transaction, back and forth, good or
yeah,
bad. However, and
Tyson.
this one,
Tyson was a
yeah,
goodie.
this one we couldn't let go. We couldn't. Y'all already took the big man Tyson from us, and it's
Well, we
like we
didn't
can't let it
take
happen
Tyson.
again.
Tyson pulled up on us. He said, "Yo, what y'all doing over there?"
Yeah, J Kidd, I didn't really mind that much, but.
Yeah, that J
Cause
Kid literally retired after playing with us. So,
yeah, yeah. Tyson was the. I'm not even gonna violate our bigs. Tyson was the real missing piece from that. And after that, after they went to New York, it was just
nah. But
stormy
Tyson,
nights for us.
I got a love-hate relationship with Tyson Chandler because he definitely did his thing with us. Obviously, got Defensive Player of the Year, went crazy, but people don't talk about it. It's kind of like a unspoken thing in the Knicks community. He's kind of the main reason we lost to Indiana that year when we had 54, 55 wins or whatever. Because he made Roy Hibbert look like Hakeem Olajuwon, bro.
Yeah.
Roy Hibbert was going crazy, and then that's when he really started doing that verticality joint. Like he really started that.
Yeah,
They give it to Draymond, but it really was Roy Hibbert, bro. That series, he was cooking Tyson. I'm like,
he
kind of like
he
that's how I felt. I felt the same way when Miles Turner was ODing on Hartenstein when we played him in that second round. I'm like, yo, how you getting cooked by Miles Turner? But Indiana, whatever.
yeah, nah,
That's how I
that
felt.
was great. He was playing out of body.
Yeah,
It's like, dang. And I like Miles, but I was like, nah, this ain't the Miles I know.
yeah. I need Miles to get right in Milwaukee though, so we can get Khalil Ware.
And that's funny because I was telling Daniel, I'm like, yo, leave him. Y'all got your eyes on Kellel. And I was like, I think he is a realistic get because I think it's hard to move on from Miles Turner's contract.
Yeah, no one's gonna want it, and they're like, in order for them, that's one of those contracts that in order to move it, you gotta you gotta give up a player with
Give
him,
up a
and
yeah.
it's like that sucks when you have the better player in the deal and you gotta give up another player to just to get off of their contract. So,
hmm
I mean,
So
I don't care what they do.
so
Now, if
that's
they trying
why
to
I
move,
think nah, keep going, my fault.
nah, yeah, if they trying to move Khalil, then yeah, then I care what
But
they do. But other than that, they ain't gonna be shit this year.
but
They
that's
might
why
be
I
all right,
think
but
they are. I think they are gonna get rid of him because they're in a rebuild. And it's
yeah,
like
you think so? I think they could compete in the East a little bit.
I mean, I think the jury is still out because you just traded your franchise and now you got to figure out,
Right,
you know,
right.
the tools. And I think Kellel, they might just be like, you know what, we got we got Braden and Nate, our young guys. Miles, I think we can get rid of you and focus on like the Tyler, Hyman, and them. So
Yeah. I'm still confused though. Like maybe you can explain this to me. Um, why would they even be open to moving Kluwer? Because I keep seeing reports about that.
because I honestly don't think they really wanted him to begin with,
They just had to.
which
That's which is crazy. Why do
which
team?
is stupid.
It's something about
Yo,
it, bro. What's he doing? Because Miami wasn't really jacking him, but he when he played, he was hooping.
yo,
But what is it?
he's nice. And like I really pay attention. Obviously, I watch everybody, but I really pay attention when people play us.
Yeah,
And he just has all the tools.
I agree.
And it's like I don't know what his contract is like, if he's coming up on a new deal or whatever, but
hmm
I think a payday is around the corner.
Shit,
And
he got to play.
true.
Yeah. He
But
got the potential though. So I see there's going to be teams that they're going to take a chance on him. Well, not even a chance because he can hoop. So a
yeah.
team like the Knicks need him, especially with our center situation. That'd be like the
Mhm.
best case situation to get him. Um, obviously Moose would have been a um well, Moose.
Ideal.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
called it Moose.
That's
He would have been
that's
a good situation also.
we call him Moose though. That's what we call him.
Uh, yeah, he
But yeah,
see
he's the
we got to give it
perfect.
a deuce if we get him though.
Yeah, you could.
We can't be having Deuce and Moose in the same, so that's gonna be how we get him. We
Yeah,
gotta
but
get Deuce.
when he slams on you, like Moose, and then Deuce he shoots. So it's not gonna get mixed up.
Yo, I gotta stop it, man. Deuce is gonna see these episodes one day and be like, "Yo, who is this nigga trying to trade me?"
Nah, he gonna pop on you.
Yeah, he gonna run up on me like, "You try to mess up my pockets? How I eat? Nah, bro, I just want to win
Yeah.
again." I'm gonna cop the plea.
He gonna walk up on you and not realize you his size. Be like,
Word,
oh
I'm
no.
probably bigger than him. No lie,
Yeah.
pause.
Like,
No,
oh no, we
actually, I
gotta
ain't gonna
get
lie,
to
bro.
it.
When I seen him at the parade, I definitely was like fake towering over him. I'm
Looking
like, damn,
down.
this yeah, he fake little. But nah, I fuck with Deuce. I would love to keep him on the team. I'm trying to think. When it comes to we gonna have to move somebody with his type of contract. So whether it's him, Daddy A, it looks like the Knicks put their eggs into the Diawara basket. So
Yeah.
Deuce is the realistic one, sadly, because his contract is increasing with time.
Mm.
So and it's still team friendly.
And I know I'd be playing like I don't want him on my team. He really has what teams need. So
Facts.
it's like
Three
he's
defense.
easier to ship. But
Exactly.
I think what, bringing Clarkson back, bringing Shannon back, it makes it even easier to let him go. But
Yeah.
like I'm saying, like it's still summer. Like we still have a little while before training camp. Deals are Bron still didn't sign. James Harden, did he sign?
No, he didn't. He's
Nah,
still
he
waiting.
didn't.
He's waiting on Bron.
Draymond didn't. So it's like there's still mad moves to be made because depending on where these guys go, I'm sure deals are going to have to be constructed to send somebody and ship
Yeah.
somebody out so they can sign.
See, the whole thing
So
with James Harden, he's reconstructing his deal so that they have more flexibility. So
yeah,
I think in his mind, he probably think Bron gonna come to Cleveland, but for some reason, I was on the LeBron to Cleveland train. This is off topic, but I don't think he going to Cleveland, bro. For
yeah.
I feel like he's not going to Cleveland. I don't know why, but I mean, I really don't care where he go. I don't feel like talking about Bron either. I already told you I'm a hater, so
Yo, I feel like he going to the Warriors, bro. I really
yeah,
do because they re-signed KP, right? I'm
yeah,
not
they
sure.
re-signed KP.
And Al.
They did. I forgot.
I
Damn,
I
I forgot
think
how re-signed. I think he did, bro.
so if James Harden is waiting to reconstruct, I think it's either they know Bron is going or they know Bron ain't going. And
They're gonna
they
try to make
might
a move on someone
they
else.
might ship, yeah, like I don't know how high they are on Mobley or JA, but one of them might be gone somewhere.
Mm.
Because
Also,
like
he might have reconstructed so Donovan Mitchell could get all his bread. Because
oh,
remember, Donovan Mitchell re-signed
true.
for
Yeah,
pretty much all he can get. So he probably
yeah.
was like, I know this nigga gonna take his bread. Let me at least reconstruct mine so we could do something. Because if I don't, it's over with.
Yeah. But then also it's like it don't make sense to give him all the bread, you take what's left and run it back.
Yeah, because clearly I'm not good enough, and everybody else got better.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I really feel like I mean Jared Allen has been in trade talk since Brooklyn
they're
days.
facts.
So
He's always in trade talks.
yeah, so I think he might be going. And it's like we still have to move gas. So
hmm
like there's so many trades that are not done yet. Like it took the 16 trades so we could get Marcus Sasser and Santi Aldama. Like
Yeah,
everyone knew as soon as free agency opened, Marcus Sasser was coming to Dallas. But it took all those teams to figure out like Ja going to the Blazers, like all that was all one transaction. It's like
yeah,
there's still so much that we don't know. And that's why I think to bring it all the way back to KL, like there's still something there because I really don't think they wanted him to begin with because if he sees the floor and he comes off the bench for Miles or he shares it
hmm
with Miles or whatever, you still have Tyler who's gonna be the guy. Braden
yeah.
Murray showed out in the summer league. You get Nate Ament, I'm thinking, to develop as soon as you can. They just got so many guys who can play now, and it's like somebody has to go. Like,
Facts.
because
Yeah,
all these guys from Miami have money, and you're
yeah.
not giving up your rookies. So why not give away Kal-El, who's more desired than Tyler
Yeah, and
Hero
he's
or
gonna need a. He
Hyman?
didn't get a payday, right?
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. I think his it's coming up, or he just has a team friendly deal,
hmm
and you can get something for him. So
Okay.
that's why I'm like, I think is real realistic for y'all. And then if not. I told you, 2 picks our way, 2 second rounds our way. I really think gets Gaff, and there's no shade on Gaff. It's just because we
Y'all
just
gotta
got
get rid of
Moose
him.
back,
Yeah,
we
you
have
can't
to
take
get
a
rid of him,
yeah, you can't take a player.
and we can't take a player, and we already have. Well, I don't know who's taking up the TPE for us, but yeah, we're comfortable with money, but we can't take on any contract,
Yeah,
and if we can dump that contract, and it just makes sense.
yeah. Nah, you speaking facts. So good luck to the Knicks. All right, bet. So we had the luxury of playing each other in the summer league this past weekend, and it started out to be a real good game, but then it ended up being belt to ass. So y'all end up whooping on us 110-88. I didn't get an opportunity to watch the full game, so I only seen the highlights and the stats. So I'm not going to give a full critique on it because I'm not a box score watcher like some people. Not saying you are. I'm just saying some other
Oh,
people.
I wasn't thinking that. I
Yeah.
don't know why I got that.
You know, some people would have took that as shade, like, well, Rob always being shady to Jay. Jay need to go get his own shit. Like,
They try to
but
break
yeah,
up a good thing.
you
That's
feel
hate.
me? Hey, they need Jay needs to just go record 11, drop the 73. Like, but yeah, what was your take on the game itself? I know you didn't watch it as well, but
Yeah,
just
Shorty
from
just
what you've
came
seen.
back. Um, I hate to say it. Nah, I'm not even gonna bring it up because he wasn't even playing.
Oh, I was about to
But
say, go ahead, say what you got to say.
yeah,
Are you
but
talking about Nemars?
oh no no no, I'm talking about Sergio.
Luca, baby Luca.
Yeah, but he didn't play that game. So when I talk about the other, it was good. It was our was that the last game?
No,
But
yeah, I had a game after that, I think. No.
either not yeah, because that just happened. Because either way, seeing that Sergio got to get some rest and sit, shut him down. We've seen in the prior 2 games,
Hmm.
his ability to run the point guard. Like I was saying, someone didn't play, and he got the chance. But to the next game, we got to see more of Vsevolod Ishchenko be a more of a facilitator and just all around gameplay. And I'm like, man, these guys look really good. And shout out John Poulikitis.
Hmm.
He played with us last year. He's a sniper, and we got to see him really control the game and do what he does. And that's what I want to see from my second year guys or third year guys or whoever's in the summer league that played a year take a leap. And
Yeah.
I know he didn't play the whole season with us, but his game playing with Coop is different than him getting to do what he does in some of the years. Like that's what I
Facts.
want to see. The aggressiveness, like, all right, I'm the guy now. So now I can show what I can do.
Hmm.
And once we get them in a swing, swing, swing and get to knock down shots, it's gonna
Yeah.
look very good. And I already thought John Poulikitis was comfortable playing with us last year. And now we get a facilitator back and a real point guard. He's gonna take a real leap. And it was just positive. I'm like, this is what I want to see. And then it helps to actually win the games. So
Yeah.
you
So
can
what y'all
not
ended 2-2. Two wins, two
nah
losses.
four 4-2. Yeah, we lost the first two and then
Okay. The one 4 straight.
yeah.
That's tough.
Or is
Yeah.
it 3-2? 4-2. It's one of them. But
Yeah, one either or. But the good thing is, from the highlights, like I said, I got to watch, you could see that um some of your pieces, they're figuring it out. On the Knicks side, it actually wasn't a bad game until like the third quarter, from like the box scores and everything. Now I did
yeah.
see that Dadier shot the ball well, so that's kind of like you said, what I wanted to see from a third year guy.
Mhm.
Mo Diawara hasn't played since that second game where we talked about last episode where he just didn't play well. But the good thing that I enjoyed earlier this week, we caught a dub. I want to say we played Detroit, and Jack Cayo
Yeah.
played really well, and he looks like a player. He looked like somebody that
Um
he has a gift. he understood he had the pace that he played with. You seen he really was able to function in the pick and roll. There was one time he got in the lane through the lob, off the pick and roll. So I'm like, yo, this is a kid that is a great. He looks like he's a good second round pick that's going to come in and help a team. Now the problem is the Knicks with this second apron, we might not be able to bring him right away. So he might be one of those draft and stash players, even though
Yeah,
he can probably help the roster right now with his ball handling and stuff like that. Like, obviously, Tyler Kolek is going to be a 3-year player at this point, but he made some plays that like look like he's on the same level as Tyler already. Now, I
yeah,
don't think that's the case, but he has it. He knocked down some
yeah.
corner threes. So I'm
I,
intrigued about him. I
I
can't wait to see the
remember.
Knicks bring him over.
I remember. I don't think it was that game. I think it was the game before that. Um, I don't remember who I was playing, but she was texting me like, "Yo, he's looking good." So I was like, "Let me
Yeah,
put the game on." And then the moment I put the game on, he started to go off. I was like, "Nah, he looks comfortable, and that's
yep.
good." And
It was
I'm
Detroit. We were
glad
playing Detroit.
it. I don't. It could have been.
Nah, I know for a fact it was Detroit because that's the only game we
Oh,
won.
uh, but I'm glad you brought up the draft and stash because I wanted to ask you, what do you think is better for guys like that coming from overseas? Because
Mm.
we have a couple guys like that. Um, do you think the competition is better overseas all around, or do you think it's better for a player to be on a two-way, play in the G League, D League, G League, and be around the team and learn like that? Or
So
do you
it
think the reps
depends.
are better?
It depends on what league you're in. Because if you're in like a Euro League or something like that,
Yeah,
100% go play on your team over there because you're gonna get some competition that you're not going to get in a G League. Now, if you're a
yeah,
two-way guy, you're bouncing like obviously if you're two-way, they're not going to get that's not going to be a draft and stash situation. But if you got an opportunity to get on a two-way contract where you're still playing in NBA games, so kind of how like I keep using the Knicks for example. So this year they had games where like Tyler Kolek will play for the Knicks, like the Westchester Knicks, and then they'll
yeah.
bring him that night. It'll be a home game. He'll play and go crazy in that game also, and they'll put his stats up like we got 55 points today because he done dropped 30 in the G League and had a good game. And so if it's situations like that, which is rare situations, yeah, go to the league. Obviously, that's where you want to be. But if your front office recommends you staying over in like Europe or something like that, or one of those top
Yeah,
leagues because you're a main guy, you're playing for a championship, go get them reps. Especially if you're a young dude. If you're still in your teens and shit like that, and you got that opportunity. I say go. Stay on your club team or wherever you're at, kill over
yeah,
there, and then come over the next year or something like that because you don't want to waste a year of progression because you're on that NBA team. Um, Working out with like NBA staffs and stuff like that is great, but you still need those game reps, especially when you're young and still developing. Now, if you're an
mm.
older guy, like when Prigioni came over and shit like that, yeah, just come on, bro. Come try to play. Like you're already a vet, and so you're gonna get the benefit of the doubt as a vet. If
Mm.
you're like a good point guard because you done seen every offense, you done seen every pick and roll, you know how to make these reads. So if you're somebody like how Prigioni was when the Knicks brought him over and he was like 30 something, a 30 something rookie, he helped the
Yeah,
team right away because he already, like I said, he's seen everything. But if you're a younger
yeah,
dude like this Kyle kid and they can't bring you over, just go play on your team, kill, progress, work on. Because at this point, you know what you like, what your weakness is. So they're going to tell you
mm.
off rip, like your 3-point shooting isn't great, your ball screen reads a second too late. That's
Yeah.
all the shit that you want to go work on if you go over there now.
So the reps is all well situational, but for young talent, reps is always better.
Facts, facts.
Yeah. Because I seen that discourse going on like, oh no, let him stay and develop in the EuroLeague or wherever they I'm like, I agree refs is better, but I would think like, oh no, if you can get the toolage of the NBA and only if you can play the games, like if
Yeah,
they maximize your two-way contract, like we did with um Walker Kessler, like you're gonna play, and then like he was starting five for us, but that's because was hit with the injury. But it was like the
Hmm.
best case scenario is like, you get the reps in the league, and you can be mentored by these guys, and then go down and work on
Exactly.
your game.
Yeah. If you're only going to come play in the G League and there's no chance for you to come get NBA reps, I don't think it's worth it. Especially some of these G League games. Like these are dudes
I
that's
said
trying to
Walker.
get to the league, so it's not some of these not programs, organizations. Their G League teams aren't really getting it done. There's just a bunch of
Yeah,
guys trying to make it. Some of these teams though, they're really running it like their organization. So you're going there still learning the same offense that you're run, stuff like that. So it's situational.
yeah, I'm tweaking. I said Walker Kessler. I'm bugging. I meant Kessler Edwards. I'm
I
like
knew what you
Walker
meant, but
Kessler.
also last episode, y'all
I
let me
said
say no, y'all let me say Memphis for what's his name? Derek Queen,
the
and I knew for a
the
fact who I was talking about.
but then, so yeah,
And then
that's what
y'all
I was
corrected
saying.
me. And I'm
That's what
like,
I thought you was talking. I'm like, oh no, yeah. But when you said no, I meant it. I was like, oh
yeah.
okay, maybe I was tripping.
Cause when I went
But
back
I
and watched it,
also,
I was like, I said Memphis. And
yeah,
so I'm like, and I
I
look at y'all
bugged
face.
out.
So y'all was like, I'm like, oh, they trying to shit.
I bugged out too because I think I said I was talking to Ray. I was like, "Oh, Cebula is from the Santi trade." I'm like, I remember after recording, I'm like, "No, he was the 56th pick. It's Babarovic who
Yeah.
was the Santi trade." And I'm like, "Yeah, the Mavs fans gonna be like, he don't know what he's
Yeah, he don't
talking
know what he
about."
talking about. He done put
But
Derek
yeah,
Queen on Memphis.
yeah,
Pack him up.
yeah, he talking about Walker Kessler never was on the Mavs. I'm like, nah, it'd be different when you in person and
Yeah.
it just be a whole lot of information you want to say, and then
Yeah, try to get
I
everything
just
out. I
be
see people
yapping.
do it all the time with Jalen Brown and Jalen Brunson. I see people every time they're trying to say one or the
Yeah,
other and they say the other one and people be looking at them
yeah,
like, yo, what the hell are they talking about? It's like, come on, y'all know people mess up.
yeah. I know.
Like, stop
Yeah.
being annoying. But yeah,
Oh
just to
man.
wrap up this quick little summer league segment. The Mavs whooped on us, so that means we about to sweep them this season. But that's all I
Yeah, we'll go. I was gonna say we go 80-2.
got.
Oh
But yeah,
man.
man. So for the next segment, we got our legendary moments, brought to you by Building Legends. So today we got a fun one. We're going to talk about some high school mixtapes, some legendary ones all time. So I'm gonna start it off by kind of naming my top two that Jay would name his. So one of them is near and dear to my heart because when I was a senior in high school, I think it was he was a freshman in college, and every game I was watching the John Wall High School mixtape before my game. Like, yo, I'm about to go out there and get crazy
Yeah.
tonight. I wouldn't do shit that he did in his tape, but in my mind I did. But John Wall definitely is my favorite high school mixtape coming up, and then I got to play against this kid, so I always just went back and watched his tape, just seeing how he was really cooking. Josh Selby, Josh Selby was
Yo,
going crazy in his tape to me.
Josh Selby was
Obviously
so
there's multiple
nice.
other ones, but those two for me were like some of my favorite ones to watch coming up. um what two you got as your favorite two that you seen?
So this is I'm gonna start with the number one. I like I don't care what nobody says. When you can stop crime because you're playing basketball,
Crime
you got
Stopper.
it. Yeah, you got it. His game was just it was electrifying. Like he was bigger than basketball. Like he
Yeah,
really did something that like, we don't really see happen. And I think easily for me, number one. And this is
yeah.
gonna be a little biased because I remember being in physics class and watching this man highlights with him, John Wall. Man, John Wall was so different. Like he was just different. He was so fast and shifty, and he just took off on you. And he
Yeah.
really was punching you. That's
Yo,
what
he
I
was
like.
going
Like
crazy, catching the
he
putbacks. Yeah, that
he
shit was
was
fire.
he was different. But yeah, I'm gonna go. Obviously, like my favorites are always gonna be point guards
Yeah.
because That's what I'm trying to play like. And I definitely couldn't play like John Wall. So,
No, I ain't gonna lie,
I
bro.
mean, I
John
couldn't.
Wall is the reason I started dunking with like punching it with my left hand. Before that, everything was right hand, one leg. When I see him going off a two and punching it with the left, I'm like, I gotta try this. And bro, after a while, I started only being able to do like any of my crazy dunks. I could only do it with my left hand for a minute. Like when I was going through the legs, windmilling,
Yeah,
I couldn't do none of that with my right hand for years because I started doing it on my left. So everything I did was backwards at that point.
yeah.
So all my dunks off of 2 feet, cocking it back with the left
And
hand,
I
windmill.
wasn't dunking. I wasn't dunking or nothing, but I was definitely a 2 foot jumper. I don't know how y'all can jump off of 1 foot. I mean, I know how. It's just I don't got the knees to do that. I take
Just
off.
disintegrate.
Yeah, I would take off, but off two, I'm getting up there.
Yeah. Nah, off two, I got better with jumping off of two when I got into college and started getting getting into my man body. Because before that, like high school, everything, my one leg jump was crazy. I was
Yeah.
taking off from deep. And then I think my freshman year, I was still trying to like get muscle. So when I'm
Mm,
jumping off of one leg, it's not really the dudes are stronger, so they hit me out the air. So I had to start learning how to power up, and that's when I
yeah.
started. And then I think my freshman year, I caught a body off like a crazy body off of two. I said, "Oh yeah, it's over with. 2 feet it is." And I started just. That's when I started really violating.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say I don't want to embarrass nobody, but I remember I know it's a 2 foot jump.
who I caught up for two? The,
I'm not gonna name names.
I'm trying to think
But
who you talking about.
at in
Oh
the
no, that was off
summer.
one. That was off one. That was
Oh, it
one.
was one?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
off one. When I jumped
whew.
over,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I had
You
to throw
know
that
who
on camera.
you know who you are, but you the guy, so we ain't gonna do you like
Yeah,
that.
no, that it was his brother, but I ended up catching
No, no,
him.
I wasn't talking about. I was about to say his name. I wasn't talking about him. I definitely know. Nah, his brother. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna do
no,
that because he doesn't.
I ended up catching him too. Another time, went later after I graduated. I got it on tape.
he-
It's on my Instagram.
Nah.
Well, it was. It's not anymore. But yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, that's the guy. It was good to see. It was good to see that one, who you just said the other day when we was in the town.
Yeah,
I ain't
nah,
seen him in a minute.
good times, good times. But back to the back to the mixtapes. So some other fire mixtapes.
Yeah, you
Um,
thirsty.
yeah, thirsty. Yeah, some other fire mixtapes. We got Austin Rivers. We got Sevens
Demon,
Woods. We got
demon.
Zion's was crazy.
Yo,
Yeah,
I remember. Yo, I remember watching that. I'm like, yo, it looks so crazy because all these people he's doing this on are plumbers. Yo, he went to Duke. I was like, oh no, he's going. He don't need to
yeah,
be here because he's doing what he did to these kids, and it looks worse.
yeah.
I
He
was
was
like, yeah,
violating it. He was
he's
busting through his
different.
shoes and shit. He was too powerful, bro. Too powerful. Who else?
Speaking of, did you see the flicker of what he looks like now?
Oh yeah, yeah. You could tell he got right in
Yo,
the off season. The one he had like the wife beater on, right?
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
he's
He
about to.
kind of he built like Julius Randle. Like now
Yeah, I
that
was
he
about to
chiseled
say he
out and
gonna
shit like
play.
that.
He got 70 games in him this year, hopefully. What?
Where? That's what he got in him. Anyway,
I know.
nah.
Pause.
Hold on, let me finish my list, bro. Brandon Knight, fire. Kyrie, fire. Lonzo, LaMelo, all good tapes. Um, and any unsung, not unsung. Anybody that didn't get in the league, that's tape
I
was
was.
fire.
Oh
Quay
man,
Parker, he
yeah.
was punching
He was.
shit. There were
I
some
was
good
gonna
tapes,
say
bro.
this. I don't think he really had a. I don't think I seen his high school tape, but I see his high school tape against us, and it was filthy. Ben Gordon.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now
He
Ben Gordon,
was.
I don't think they were doing tapes yet. He
That's what
figured,
I'm
oh hey,
saying. I see. I got to see the tape live, and he
yeah,
was killing us. Oh man!
yeah,
But
yeah.
what I'm thinking, you
Oh,
named
oh, what? Nah. Speaking of, now that I'm thinking about it, there are definitely some dudes from Mount Vernon that had fire. Like Jabari Hines had the fire tape. He ended up going to UMass. I hooped against him a couple times. He cool with some of my boys from Dominican, but Jabari Hines definitely
Oh,
had a fire tape.
my son High Brewster had a fire tape too. I don't think y'all know
Bruce.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, nah,
he
that
had a
was
fire
his college
tape.
tape though. His high school tape was kind of weak.
I just say I ain't getting to all the specifics, but that tape was fire.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of any local guys that had good taste, like New York guys. I named a few of them. Kemba had a decent tape.
Oh,
Um, Even like up by us, like Kendrick's tape was solid. He was still growing
yeah.
in his body. Um, Isaiah Washington, Jelly Fam, his tape was decent. A lot of Jersey cats had good tapes. Wagner's son, the one Wagner's son,
Ooh,
his tape was cool. Not these aren't legendary tapes though. They was killing.
yeah,
Let me
they was
don't get
killing.
it twisted.
Yeah,
They was killing, but their tapes
you
wasn't
you know
legendary like that.
who popped up recently on the scene? Well, not on the scene, but I seen him on social media. Mikey Williams.
Oh yeah, he's still
I
hooping.
was like,
He was
yeah, I
still
was like, yeah.
he went to a few different colleges. I think he transferred again, but he
Oh
was
yeah, nah,
at
he boy know
he,
how to transfer.
yeah,
He's
he
that
was at
boy.
UCF. He was at UCF with Dior Johnson, and then
Mm,
this year they both transferred to smaller
that
D
was
ones.
another one.
Yeah, so he
He
was
was
at
going crazy.
Mikey Williams was at Sacramento State this year, and Dior was at Taunton in Texas.
Mm,
And Dior was second leading scorer in D1 this year, behind who was he behind? I, he might have been behind. I think Debansa led, and Dior
that's
was dead
tough.
ass second. And Dior transferred back to UCF. He's going back to UCF this year.
Hopefully he can kill out there.
Yeah, well, he was killing this
And
year, so they probably was like, "All
yeah,
right, you got right. Come on back."
yeah, yeah. Hopefully he can and find his way in the league. I
Yeah,
remember
bro, he
he
was coming off
was.
the bench too. He was the second leading scorer in
Oh
the nation. He was coming off the
yeah, he's
bench.
tweaking.
Yeah, he just be doing other shit. But when it comes to
Yeah,
hooping, yeah, young
yeah.
boy got
I
right.
remember he had gone crazy.
He was definitely going crazy. But yeah, that's that's gonna be our legendary moment segment. Like, we always like to shout out building legends, John.
Oh,
Um,
John, my guy.
yes, Sirski. All right, so for the next segment, we got our pros versus Joes, brought to you by Elevated Sports. We got another fun segment for us. Obviously, the one-on-one scene is something that's huge right now, so it's going to be two parts to this segment. So we're going to talk about pros going into the one-on-one scene, and then we'll end the segment with who we think on our teams, as far as the Knicks and the Mavs, will do the best in a one-on-one setting. But what stemmed this conversation is obviously last segment we spoke about Austin Rivers with his high school tape, but there was some backlash that he got a few months back with the whole Nas thing. But as of this week, he had mentioned if there was any qualified pros that will play him, so he can get into the space. I'm paraphrasing. That's not, how he said it word for word, but that's pretty much what he was saying. Um, as far as what do you think, Jay, about pros going into that one-on-one space?
I think it would help the one-on-one space, but I don't know if they want it. Um, honestly, it's it's a different game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think pros doing the one-on-ones, and I don't think they're gonna play by the one-on-one rules. I think they're
Yeah.
gonna have a much cleaner game, and that's not what they want. Like
Yeah.
they like the physicality of it is what makes it, enjoy to some enjoyable, and
Exactly.
like it gives that basketball, the Rucker feel, like that's what they get off of that. Like the
Yeah.
crowd surrounding them, like everybody is in tune with that. And when you bring pros and a clean game, it's better basketball, but that's not the basketball that they trying to play. Like you can't go to the big three and be like, yo, let's run full court.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
exactly.
that's not what we do it, bro.
Yeah, I don't think the one-on-one guys, um, or YouTube or whatever they want to call them, I don't want to diminish them. I don't think they care about having the pros come over. The only reason they care about the pros coming over is to let the pros know, like, you can't fuck with me. That's
Yeah,
really their thought process. They really don't. They got what they're doing in their space, and they don't really need the pros to build it up. The only time it's good in their favor is when the pros get to talking crazy, and then they could bring them over, and if they potentially win or whatever, it
Yeah,
helps the space. But they got what they're doing over there. They really don't need the pros. Now, if
yeah,
there are pros that want to go over there, I think it's dope because it's merging the two worlds.
yeah,
And
facts.
you kind of at some point you need to grow, and that will help grow it. But the pros got to come with the mentality that you're going into their game, so you have to adapt to their game. You can't grow in
That's
their space and then want to play a specific way. Like me personally, I'm someone that I feel like I could play either way. I could do the skilled way where we really just three moves, get into our spots, making not fouling. But I feel like I could play that physical way where you just get going. Not everyone wants to do that. Some people really want to iron sharpens iron. I personally think the one-on-one space when they're playing in that physical way, that's just for I want to beat you. I want to win. I got to do everything I got to do to win, which is perfectly
yeah,
fine because you're competing. But on the other aspect of it, it's not an sharpens iron situation. That's more so the pro side. If we're playing ones, we're playing from this spot on the court because we want to get better in this specific spot. So I want to beat you in this, but we're going to do it a clean way because this is going to help us in a 5-on-5
yeah,
setting. So that's what the pros are coming over here thinking, and it's like, all right, that is very fine. You can play that way, but if you coming over here trying to win and you talking down to me saying I got no accomplishments and shit like that, you're gonna have to
yeah,
come play this way because I'm gonna beat you by any means necessary. And if I gotta foul
facts.
you 1 million times to win,
A lot of
that's
facts.
just what happens. If we don't finish this game because we found each other, that's just what happened. Like I see Pat Bev is talking about he might get in the mix, and they saying a Pat Bev
Chill.
and Nas game. That game's not
I
finishing, bro.
I was gonna say I don't think people really want to see that game. I don't
No,
think they know what that game is really gonna look like because Pat has the the mentality
that they
and
got.
yeah, like
Yeah,
he is a junkyard dog where that fouling shit means nothing to him
yeah,
because all he's
exactly.
gonna do is foul you harder. That's
Yeah, y'all just gonna
it.
be fouling each
And
other back and forth, bro. It's
yeah,
gonna be
so
like when Lance and
Beasley,
Beasley played. Yeah, bro. It's just gonna be a
yeah.
wrestling match.
Yeah, and I think so far all the pros that have dabbled in the space, I think Archie did it best where he didn't truly embody the one-on-one game, but he showed competitiveness. Like,
Yeah,
no disrespect, I love Gerald Green. It just for him, it was just like, oh yeah, I love the hoop. I'll come collect the check, no problem. He didn't
yeah.
care if he won or lost. He just loves hoop. And Ty is like, bro, I don't know what the fuck you
But
doing.
Todd Lawson he played multiple games though. So that game that he got smoked, that wasn't the first time he played. So he's done had games where he won, so he understood the space. He just got cooked. Like
I
he
see. Yeah,
got
I didn't
cooked.
know. I only seen that one game.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think that was a running back game because I think they played before
Mm,
and it didn't finish. If I it was a while ago, so I could be wrong, but I believe they played before that, and Ty Lawson was up 29-28 or something like that, and there was a
yeah,
foul call, and then they argued it, and the game didn't finish. So that was a game where they ran it back, and then he smoked him. So it was just like, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
But I will say I would love to see Austin Rivers play another pro in a clean game to see like how different your game really is because the whole thing that happened with him and Buddy on Theo's podcast is like you trying to you a casual fan and you don't hoop and you trying to diminish
yeah,
what a player of the year, like the number one player in the country, like you can't do that.
yeah. That was
And
corny. I didn't like that at all, and I didn't like
yes,
that Theo and them didn't check him.
check
Like
him,
they
yeah,
they had
because
episodes where they did check him. Like there was one recently where they were going at it, but
yeah, I see
don't
that.
let him diminish somebody in your
Yeah, like
fraternity.
I would never even talk to you about college ball. Like, oh, you didn't, I didn't do it. So I'm a
Yeah,
fan of it and I can critique it, but I'm never gonna critique it and be like, you weren't good enough to do this when all I did was watch your games. I
yeah,
turned the TV on to watch you. That's nuts. Like, so to see like a Austin Rivers or Brandon Knight, who was really like these are guys that are really, really different at basketball. It's
Yeah,
just there are other guys who are just genetically more gifted and look different.
facts.
So seeing like a Brandon Knight and Austin Rivers play one on one, that's something I would love to see because
Yeah, I would like that.
like just real hoopers just
Yeah,
playing
same age
if it's
group.
a yeah, if it's just a
Yeah,
three dribble kind of thing, it's like show me what you like we was talking about our last show. Show me what you can do with three dribbles because it shouldn't take more than three to get to a spot and get a
yeah.
shot off. That
And
would
that's the
be
thing
fire.
with Archie, that Archie game. Um, he's not. So Archie's a pro. Obviously, he played in the league, he played on the Suns, things like that. But he's not. At the end of the day, he's still not a top tier pro. Like Austin Rivers
Yeah,
is a better pro than him. Brandon Knight better pro than him. Even the
yeah,
Bones Highland will go in there and probably. But Archie is a 5-on-5 player that really gets it done. Like he had 40-point games in his league. Like he really gets it done. Like he's a
yeah,
pro's pro, but when it comes to like a 1-on-1 space, um, there's guys that'd be better in that space like
yeah.
that would have at least. And he did well on Nas for the
And
most
he's
part.
just nice. He's just
Yeah,
nice at basketball.
exactly.
And
He's a hooper, but I
yeah,
still think there's other 1-on-1 pros that could have went and probably even beat Nas. Like if they could come in and adapt to what he's doing quick, because you've seen Archie took off with that. Yeah,
yeah,
he was up 17-9. He didn't adjust when it got physical. There's guys that's gonna adjust.
yeah.
They,
Like Pat Bev from the jump is gonna be a physical game, and
yeah,
I, that would be an entertaining game. But it'll get to like 15. I
yeah.
don't
That
know
they
if it gets
might.
to half,
I'm trying to think.
but
Would that game finish? And if it did, who would win? Like, I feel like if it did finish, I ain't gonna lie. Pat Bev also isn't small. Like Nas is very strong. I want to say Nas is like 6'2", 6'3", but Pat Bev is really strong. Like pause his legs, like his lower half is super
yeah,
strong. And in a 1-on-1 space, if you are physically strong, like from your legs, and you could take that bump and still go up or chest
yeah.
someone, like
Chest. I was
Nas,
about to say
he
chest
was
off
able to
too.
get a step on Archie, and then he was getting straight line drives because Archie's not that strong, so he wasn't able to bump him out the way. So all them
Yeah,
little hooks that he was getting Archie out the way, he's not gonna be able to do that to somebody like Pat Bev because like Pat Bev put up on the Instagram post like, yo, I I was the dude that was guarding KD and Harden. Like, so y'all think I'm gonna really go out here and not be able to guard Nas? And I'm like, you got a point, but
yeah.
it's different, but it's not at the
Just
same time
yeah,
because
the defense is different.
yeah,
There's only you're limited to what like that's what makes him an elite defender because you're limited to what you can do to the offensive player. But
yeah,
in this space, you can do that, and you're not used to the physicality where you can literally do what you need to do, and
hmm
gameplay don't stop. Like you can ride his hip all the way to the basket and poke and do all this. You don't know how he's gonna be able to finish and do
yeah,
the
and he
contact.
got to make free throws if they do call the foul. So yeah, I think that space is cool. I want to see some pros in it. So just thinking of your roster, who do you think on your team would do the best in a 1-on-1 situation, like with the creators, with
I'm not
YouTube
gonna.
guys?
I was thinking I'm not gonna go the obvious because
Oh yeah,
because
you do
I
got Kyrie on your team.
yeah, but someone who I really think probably would be better, Najee Marshall.
See,
I
Najee was trying to play. He kept calling dudes out. I think Najee was trying to play.
I think he you know his mid range game is so
Yeah, and he got the
obviously
demeanor.
it doesn't look as flashy or pretty as like a Kyrie or JB, but that his floater is a 90% shot.
Yeah,
Like he got that like the Tony Parker float,
yeah,
whereas like you can't really block it because it doesn't look it kind of look like a jump shot,
yeah.
but like it's not pretty, but it goes in, and he
I'm not mad at that,
literally
Najee
gets to
Marshall.
his spot, and he's physical. He's a lot bigger than those guys in that space, and he's
Yeah,
physical. He's strong, and he really does have a handle.
And he
and
got
his
some
mid
dog
range
in him
game,
too. He's not
yeah,
soft.
he
Like
really does.
he
Yeah,
really be trying to turn shit up. Whenever he play us, I don't know what it is. He be playing the Knicks and be feeling like, did we do something to him, bro? We did something that I don't know about.
yeah, and he can play defense. So like
Yeah,
you got everything. It's just not gonna look the prettiest, but I'm telling you, once those you gonna see the flows like, yo, you really can't stop that.
but it don't gotta look pretty in that space.
It
Remember, you
really
just trying
don't.
to win.
Yeah,
If he goes into that space, he's somebody that I can see having some success. Um, on the Knicks side of things, like you, I'm not gonna go with the obvious choice that people would think with Brunson, but I think it'll be Jordan Clarkson. I think Jordan Clarkson kind of is built for that.
that
He's a
nigga.
physical with driving downhill. So when he
Yeah,
get in the lane, he's able to take them bumps and still he has like a he's good when he gets in the lane with 2 feet and getting it over whatever big is down there or something like that, whether it's a floater or taking a bump and finishing. So I feel like he will be able to be successful in that realm. He can knock down the mid range. He could shoot it, especially when he get hot. He's like a microwave. So I can see
yeah.
him having some success. I don't think anyone else on the team I would say
You
is
you know what's crazy? He has one move that's for that space perfect.
which
The
one.
square.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, that little weak ass Mighty Mouse square up he be doing. But yeah, they'll be with it too. They ain't gonna throw hands with him.
Yeah,
The refs ain't gonna step in. They be like, all right, you gonna
yeah,
put
they
the dukes
are.
up? You better go ahead and be ready.
Yeah, this ain't the league. They gonna come at you.
But yeah, I think
Oh
Jordan
man,
Clarkson would do well. Najee Marshall, I like that answer. But I do want to see more pros get into space that are willing to play their game
their
and not
game.
try to change
Yeah,
it. I like the space. I like to see it grow. I do think there's some things that if they want to get to that next level, which I don't know if they want to, um, but I think I like the space for sure.
yeah, and I don't want to see the stars trying to do it because that's weak. Like we know y'all good. I want to see like the guys that like 9 to 15 on the roster because you can really show off your skill, but
Yeah,
who knows if they really gonna try to
probably not.
mess up their reputation. Because I'm not gonna sit here and say just because you're in the league you're gonna win. Clearly, we seen that that's not the case, but yeah, you're not gonna get the nod just because you play in the league and you really you gotta you. It's not the same game. Like once you step in here, the league shit don't matter. It's one-on-one, junkyard basketball, black court basketball. We gonna really get to it and see if you got what it takes to beat me. That's what it's really all about.
So it's actually funny. I was talking about Jordan Clarkson. Speaking of hands, we got a funny question that we're going to end the show with today, the last segment. So we saw this on social media. So the question is $1 million on the line. You get one chance to score on Wemby, or you got to go through the middle on Ray Lewis and take a hit. Wemby, you just got to score once and you get the million. If you don't score, you don't get it. Ray Lewis, you just got to cut through the middle on a slant route and take the hit. Either way, you're getting a million. So the question is, which one are you doing? I'm going to start with you, Jay. What take you got on this?
All right. So my thing is, if there's a guarantee that I come out alive and can walk again, I'm I'm gonna go with Ray Lewis
Ain't no
because
stipulations, bro. You don't know what's gonna happen.
yeah, that's
You betting on yourself. You betting that your body gonna hold up. So they're not gonna tell you like, yo, we guarantee this. They just saying, run this route. You pick whatever quarterback you want. They're gonna get you the ball. You gotta run this slant and that linebacker sitting in the middle waiting for you. Or you got this three dribbles on Wemby. Get it done.
so bring me my money. I'm not. I'll risk the hospital. Um, I'm not gonna score on one beat. Like no matter what I say, no matter how much confidence I have, this man is a whole damn near a foot and a half taller than me. There's no way I'm getting. It's just not happening. And yeah, I'm gonna just have to pray.
Close your eyes and
And
pray.
yeah, so let me tell y'all, he asked me this over text. He's like, "Bro, you can try to juke him." I'm like, "Bro,
Nah, chill, chill,
I'm
chill.
not doing.
Don't tell my tactics, bro.
I'm not. There's nothing that's gonna happen to soften a tackle from Ray Lewis.
All right, so hear me out.
It's not
Hear
gonna
me out.
happen."
So this is what I'm doing. So obviously, I played basketball at a high level. I had opportunities to play football in college and went the basketball route. So I'm super confident in myself in either way. Now, as a basketball player, you got one shot to score on a 7'6" person who moves like a guard. I'm about 6'3". I'm pretty quick. I feel like I can get to the rim, but it's different, bro. So I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna make my first basket on him unless I somehow get lucky, get open, I can get off a midi or a three or something. But getting to the rim is dead. So that's not an option for me. So I got to go back in my football bag. So I get any quarterback I want. So I'm talking to my quarterback beforehand, like, yeah, I'm running this slant, throw it early. Throw it early, bro, so I can catch it, and I could try to. Nah, throwing it early might get me killed. Nah, hold on. I might throw it early or throw it late. Because if it's only me and Ray Lewis, bro, I could try to get past him and then they
Nah,
throw it.
no. The thing is, you have to take the hit. You can't
Yeah,
just
that's a fact.
go
I'm
score.
trying to score.
Yeah, it's
That's my
inevitable. You
problem. I'm
get
always
hit.
trying to score. All right, so hear me out. I'm definitely gonna tell him throw it early. So I don't got a corner on me. So I'm gonna have him throw it before I hit my break into the slant, which is good. That means he got to damn near throw as soon as he say hike. I'm gonna get that shit, and when I see Ray Lewis, bro, I'm gonna try to. I'm not going head up with him because if I go head up, bro, helmet coming off, shoulder pads crooked, body done. Like I'm gonna, yeah. Now if I could try to throw a little, you feel me? Throw a little juke into it. I might be able to lessen the blow. Pause. I can lessen the hit by throwing in a move. Now that can either work in my favor or by throwing the juke move. He could clip my leg or something. Now that shit come off. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, but I'm
no
gonna try
good.
to
It's
make a
no good
move.
outcome. It's no
Yeah,
good
there is a
outcome.
good outcome, bro. That $1 million hit my account.
No. I'm talking about like if you lose a limb or not. Like you're gonna get the bread, but I'm saying like that contact is gonna hurt no matter
Oh
what.
yeah,
You're gonna be
yeah,
down bad. Cause you might try to juke one way, and he beat you. The
yeah.
impact is gonna be worse. But
For context, it did say prime Ray Lewis too. So we're not talking about Ray Lewis now that came out on concert last night. Like, nah,
yeah,
we
if
talking
you try
about
to juke, he might really hit you before you go down, grab you, and then pick you up on your 2 feet and slam you.
yeah. I'm taking a
It's
million.
crazy.
Ray Lewis, you're gonna have to see
I'm
me.
gonna get the bread, and then I wanted everyone to know when that happens, you ain't getting no money from me. I'm keeping it all.
Yeah, especially if you got medical insurance, you good, bro. You good. As long as I could take a broken bone. They heal quick. I don't want no ligaments or nothing. Broken bone, they heal quick. I don't want no ACL
That's
tear
true.
or nothing like that.
Facts.
Concussion.
Right.
So, that's pretty much the show for today. It was a fun one. Next week, Jay will
Yes,
be back
sir.
in
I'm gonna be
studio.
back.
But other than that, we ain't gonna let Jay get the pressing out today. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. But we'll see you next week. 7311 Breakdown.
Hey.